Welcome back to Liberty on Nicotine, the podcast where freedom rings, smoke wafts, and wallets occasionally cry, but in that sweet, satisfied way like after a top-notch massage. I'm Trip, your loyal steward of smoke, spark, and common sense wrapped in a cedar sleeve. Today we're heading into the digital wilderness, the shadowy, button-clicking universe of online mail-order cigar retailers. Yes, before you have the pitchforks come out, I know nothing, and I mean nothing, replace your trusted, local, warm-hearted, real-life tobacconist. They are the Jedi Masters of humidity and hospitality. They don't just sell cigars, they nurture them like a proud grandmother with an aggressive opinions about your dating choices. Support them first and always. But sometimes you're in a remote area, or trapped in a hotel in the middle of nowhere, or sitting at home at 10:45 p.m. during a Category 2 existential crisis. And your humidor empty, drier than the preacher's throat on Sunday. That, my friends, is when the online cavalry rides in. Today we'll take a friendly, humorous, and slightly mischievous stroll through the 3 online cigar retailers I've used personally: JR Cigars, Cigars International, and Thompson Cigar. We're going to talk about their origins, their vibe, their quirks, why they're handy in a pinch, and why they will never replace the magic of a local brick-and-mortar shop. And yes, I've toured the Thompson humidor and warehouse. You're getting the inside scoop from a man who's literally walked the shelves where thousands of cigars sit waiting to be adopted by loving families. So spark up a stick, or at least pretend to, if you're driving, and let's roll. Let's start with the core truth. Online retailers are extremely useful, but they're not the sacred temple. They're like the emergency stash of ramen in your pantry. You keep it for when you need it. You don't schedule date night dinners around it. Online shops cannot check the foot of your cigar like your local cigar guy can. They can't lean over the counter and say, "Trust me, you'll love this one," with that tone of voice that tells you they've smoked enough cigars to qualify as a small chimney. Online shops don't give you community, the lounge chatter, the chance to encounter a stranger who becomes a friend because you both happen to like the broadleaf. But they do offer one magical thing: accessibility anywhere, anytime. Maybe you're stationed somewhere remote. Maybe you're out in rural America and the nearest tobacconist is located somewhere between Bigfoot and a well-hidden moonshine still. Or maybe you just need a box delivered to your door because life is chaotic and you forgot to restock. This is where the online retailers shine. Let's start with JR Cigars, one of the OGs of the American cigar mail-in world. JR started in the 1970s in New York and in New Jersey, growing from a small operation into one of the largest online cigar retailers in the country. They've got warehouses, brick-and-mortar stores, and a long track record of selling cigars to folks who want variety, fast shipping, and pretty darn good deals. JR is like the reliable uncle who wears loud shirts and still uses phrases like groovy, but he shows up every time with exactly what you asked for. They're known for carrying everything from your everyday budget sticks to high-end boxes that make your wallet politely whisper, "Please, no." Their shipping is fast, their inventory is huge, their pricing, solid. They've been doing this for a long time, and long enough to understand just how to pack cigars properly. No mystery freshness issues, no "did this sit on a hot truck for 11 years" vibes. JR loves their house blends. If they ever go bankrupt, it'll probably be because they tried to create one cigar blend too many and got lost in the barrels. Next up, Cigars International. If JR is your loud shirt uncle, CI is the big boisterous cousin who runs the barbecue competition and proudly displays a beard that could qualify as a national forest. Cigars International was founded in Pennsylvania in the mid-1990s and rapidly evolved into a giant like Costco if Costco smelled like cedar and temptation. They've got massive retail superstores, an enormous warehouse system, and a reputation built for bundles, deals, samplers, and, why not, impulse buys. Their catalogs alone weigh approximately 8 pounds, that's an exaggeration, and could be used as self-defense weapon in 47 states. CI is fun. Their sales are constant. Their email list will hit you harder than a second ex's lawyer. They have great customer service, great variety, and if you're into samplers, they might as well be the Willy Wonka factory of cigars. If you don't want marketing emails, even if you unsubscribe, a drone will fly overhead and project deals onto your lawn. And finally, Thompson Cigar. Founded in 1915, headquartered historically in Tampa, Florida, the old American cigar capital. Thompson is one of the longest-running mail-order cigar companies in the country. Now, this one is special to me because I've been inside the facility. I've walked the warehouse. I've seen the humidor aisles. It's like going into a library, but instead of dusty books, every shelf is full of cigars whispering, "Take me home, Trip. I'll behave, I promise." Thompson has actual human beings you can call. Yes, people. Living, breathing, cigar-loving humans who answer the phone and talk to you like they're sitting on the porch with you. You can ask questions, ask for advice, ask about stock, or just enjoy the warm companionship of someone who understands that humidity controls a lifestyle, not a hobby. Thompson has an old-school mail-order charm. They've modernized, sure, but they still keep that call us, talk to us, we're here vibe. If you talk to their reps long enough, you will somehow end up buying a sampler. They are the Jedi masters of the upsell. Let's talk freshness. Freshness is the heart, the soul, the spleen, the gallbladder of cigar quality. Online retailers tend to ship cigars in good shape because they're stored in gigantic climate-controlled facilities. But once that box arrives at your house, you are the guardian now. You are the Batman of humidity. Get them into your humidor quickly. Let them acclimate. Let them breathe. Let them relax like spa guests enjoying a eucalyptus steam room. Don't stick the box on your porch for 3 days next to the Amazon returns you forgot to mail. Cigars are alive. Treat them like delicate, temperamental little divas that they are. Part of the fun of online ordering is the treasure hunt vibe. You go digging in for deals, samplers, oddball sticks, bundles that seem too cheap to make you wonder if you're about to smoke something rolled in a hurry by a guy named Carl who had a dentist appointment. You browse, you click, you ponder, you compare. You tell yourself, yeah, this is research. Suddenly, a box shows up on your doorstep and you think, who the heck ordered this? Before remembering, yeah, that was Bourbon Trip last Tuesday. Come on, we've all been there. It's part of the charm. As much as I appreciate online ordering, let me drive home the essential truth. Your local shop is irreplaceable. They're the heart of cigar culture. They sponsor events. They host lounges. They keep cigars alive in your community. They tell stories. They keep people connected. You go online in a pinch, but you go to local for the experience. Remember, we're not just smokers. We're participants in a very old, very rich, very human tradition. Before we wrap up this episode and I retire to my porch to ponder the mysteries of tobacco and maybe life itself, let me give you the gentle, friendly nudge that all creators must give. If you enjoy Liberty on Nicotine, hit that like button, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, send a message. Pet your phone lovingly. Engage, get involved. And this is where I put my NPR voice on. Monetary support is always appreciated. This show is fueled by passion, curiosity, stubbornness, and the occasional cigar that costs more than the cheap date in Tallahassee. Every little bit helps. But thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for being part of the smoky little corner of the world where liberty and good tobacco meet. Until next time, this is Trip saying, keep the flame steady, keep the ash long, and keep your humidor properly seasoned, because a dry cigar is a tragedy Shakespeare couldn't have written better.
Midnight smoke curls round my fingers like the whispers of your name. Each slow drag tells a story of a love we'll never tame. Leather seats and inlet corners where the moonlight barely shines. We don't need no golden cages, just your